What's up guys, I'm going to do another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer video. In today's video we're going to be talking about what you guys should spend your permanent unlock token on in Black Ops 4. So if you played the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 private beta and you were able to achieve the max rank in that, you're granted a free permanent unlock token in the final game here within Black Ops 4. And we're going to be discussing what you should spend that permanent unlock token on and what is the best options and everything like that. So the game has been out for over a week now, and so you might have already spent that one you got from the beta, but this video also applies to whenever you prestige, you get a permanent unlock token. So what should you spend it on when you prestige, whenever you get one, essentially. So it doesn't matter if you got it from the beta or from prestiging, what should you spend your permanent unlock tokens on? So basically, the rule of thumb when it comes to permanent unlock tokens is just to spend it on whatever the highest item is in the game, because when you prestige, you get set back to level 1, and a permanent unlock token is essentially something that you can always have with you regardless of level. So the kind of rule of thumb is to unlock whatever is like the highest thing in the game, because basically if you unlock something that's unlocked at level 55, basically you're never going to be able to use that item again until you get level 55, and then you're only going to be able to use it for like a level until you prestige again. So that was basically the rule of thumb, but there's also some other considerations you want to put into it as well. So the first things I would say is, what are you going after? If you're going after dark matter, go after the weapon that you don't have done yet that is the highest level. So right here we have like the swordfish and the combat knife. Combat knife is probably one of the most the hardest weapons in the game to actually use, and also since it's unlocked at level 55, you don't see almost anybody using it. And would you use a permanent unlock token on the combat knife? I would say no, don't use it on the combat knife unless that's one of your very few weapons left to get dark matter, and that you're not even close to master prestige. If you're prestige 6 or something like that, then go ahead, sure, use it on the combat knife. But I wouldn't really want to use a permanent unlock token on a combat knife unless you have, say, all other weapons diamond, and this is one of the only ones you have left, or you have all these other ones up here that are max levels, permanently unlocked or done. So I would definitely say go for the swordfish. Swordfish is a really, really good tactical rifle, really good burst weapon, and I feel like it outclasses the ABR almost all the time. So definitely go for the swordfish as one of your permanent unlock tokens. The gunship is an amazing streak. I absolutely love using it, but then again, using a permanent unlock token on a score streak is kind of an iffy choice, just because you're not always going to be able to get a score streak, but you always will be able to have a weapon. So you're always going to be able to spawn in with a swordfish or with one of these weapons, but you're not always going to be able to spawn in with a gunship and get a gunship every single time you go on a streak. So just keep that in mind. But if if this is your one streak, if you got some challenges you're going for it, yeah, maybe go for it, especially since it is level 54. Concussion Grenade, absolutely not. Do not even waste your time with this. Just wait till you either hit level 53 to go for challenges on this, or till you hit Master Prestige, because once you hit Master Prestige, everything in the game is unlocked. So next up is the SOG 9mm. This one is actually really, really good. When I was using it to go for dark matter, I didn't find it to be the best SMG, but the thing that I had wrong about it was that I was not running dual wield. So this would be a really good choice, is running the SOG. Next up is the drone strike. Once again, it's a score streak. It's really pretty good, but at the same time, it's not as good as the gunship. The gunship is way, way better. It's also why it's a higher level here, but it also takes more score to get. So absolutely, I would not go for the drone strike or the drone squad, excuse me, whatsoever. It's just honestly not that good. Then we got underkill. No, don't go for this. It's not even really that useful and stuff. Maddox, here you go. This is definitely one you should use it on. This is a really, really good weapon, and it's actually something that I'm going to do personally right now. I'm going to go ahead and permanently unlock that. Boom, and there we go. So we got that, and yeah. So the next one on this list is the Molotov Grenade. Don't go for this. Molotovs aren't even that great, so just leave this be. Then you got Perk 3 Gluttony. When it comes to the Gluttony perks, yeah, sure, these wild cards are unlocked pretty late, but at the same time, it's you don't really need them, because you can use the Perk 2 Greed or Perk 3 Greed or whatever to get 2 of the same perk, whereas Gluttony only allows you to have a third one. And basically, why waste a permanent unlock token on something where you can get more perks rather than a gun? So the VKM is honestly a really good light machine gun. I didn't really like it at first, but then the more I used it, the more I got used to it, and it honestly turned out to be really great. So if you're working on light machine guns, you don't have this one unlocked, go for it. It's level 46, so by the time you get here, it's going to take a while. But at the same time, you're 46 out of 55, so maybe don't even permanently unlock this, because by the time you unlock it at 46 and you start using it, it's going to be a little while by the time you prestige again. So these weapons in here that we're at, and these like items, I would say basically go from like 45 onwards to permanently unlock. So permanently unlock, let's say like the swordfish, combat knife, SOG, the Maddox, the VKM, and maybe even like a Thresher or something, or like at least like the Koshka and the Mozu and stuff. But basically anything below 40 or 30, absolutely do not go for. But there is like one or two exceptions, which I'll talk about in a second. But basically, because you're going to get to like level 30 pretty freaking fast. Like that's just the way XP and ranking up and stuff in this game works, is that going from like level 1 to 30 is actually really fast. You can knock that out in a couple hours, but then going from 30 to 55 is honestly a grind. So when you get to like level 46, you start using the VKM, you're going to get plenty of games out of that thing before you end up prestiging. So, I mean, it could be a worthwhile investment to permanently unlock it, but at the same time, who knows? If there's something better on your list here that you haven't permanently unlocked, I say go for that instead. Thresher, it's a really good score streak. I haven't had the best of luck using it. Like it's basically a warthog from Black Ops 2, but it has like 5 or 6 like swipes back and forth across the map. But at the same time, I feel like it doesn't necessarily get the most kills, so I would kind of skip this one, especially since it's at 45 compared to, say, like the gunship. If you're looking to permanently unlock a score streak, go for the gunship instead, since that's 54. And then you got Perk 2 Gluttony. I would say Perk 2 Gluttony is the best perk, like wildcard Gluttony out of the 3, but at the same time, still, it's not that great. And sure, yeah, you can get like Gung Ho, Lightweight, and Dexterity all at the same time. Then again, you're sacrificing all your other perks on it. But it's up to you. Next up is the Koshka and the Mozu. These ones I would say to permanently unlock. My basic rule of thumb, personally, is to go for weapons as opposed to perks or equipment or score streaks or wild cards. Any of that stuff. Go for weapons just so you can hopefully get that dark matter camo. And the Koshka is the last sniper you unlock, and same with the Mozu is the last pistol you unlock. So if you're going for dark matter, might as well have these available for you, because like if you go into your say like sniper class here, see like the Paladin is unlocked by like level 1 automatically, and then the Outlaw is unlocked really close after that. But the Koshka is unlocked clear down at level 43, so you're basically, by the time you're like going for dark matter, you're probably gonna have the Paladin done, probably gonna have the Outlaw done. But then the Koshka is probably going to be one of the ones you don't have done yet, just because it's unlocked at such a high level. So if you permanently unlock that, whenever you prestige, you can start going for this, and by the time you get this done, you might have, say, the STM unlocked at level 31. So there's a good rule of thumb there. But yeah, let's go back into it now still. Frag Grenade, Dexterity. Dexterity maybe. I would say maybe on this one perk. Just because it's getting here, and Dexterity is honestly a really good perk. But the Mantis, no. Frag Grenade, no. And then the Cordite, I would say yes, since this is like the second to last SMG you unlock. I would say go for the Cordite. That is one thing I personally did on our race live stream account, as we permanently unlocked the Cordite. Strike Team, it is a really good streak. Maybe go for this. But then, I don't know, after that, Perk 1 Gluttony, no. Vapor, this one could be really good, especially if you have like a lot of these other things permanently unlocked. Like you get 10 permanently unlocked tokens when you get to Master Prestige, and then you also get 1 for, being the highest rank in the beta. So you're going to be able to spend a lot of these on a lot of this different stuff. So maybe you're going to get down to the point where you're like, okay, well, I've unlocked a lot of this higher stuff, so maybe I'll go for the Vapor. So that one would be a good one. Tracker, I would say no against. Here's a good one that you should probably do, is Secondary Gunfighter 3. So this is a really good one, especially if you're going for Dark Matter for some of those challenges, because you have to get to level 35 to unlock this wild card in order to progress on any of those challenges on your pistols, where you have to use 5 attachments and an optic on it. So you are definitely going to want to have this one permanently unlocked, especially if you're going for dark matter. Then on here we got the ABR, level 34. Yeah, maybe go for this. Once again, it's kind of the same rule of thumb as the Vapor or the Cordite on here, whereas if you have like a lot of these higher items permanently unlocked, then yeah, I would say go for these. But basically underneath the ABR is nothing really after that I wouldn't say go for, except Primary Gunfighter 3. This was a really, really good one. And once again, like I was saying, if you're going for dark matter, it's going to be a really good one to have, because we found out on our stream and as we were going for dark matter that it was really, really essential to have this one permanently unlocked, because you're going to have those challenges where you got to get 50 kills with a weapon with 5 attachments and an optic. And if you don't have this, unlocked, you're not going to be able to progress on that challenge until you reach level 32 and unlock this wild card. So make sure you guys have this one permanently unlocked. I mean, the next one on here is secondary gunfighter. So, I mean, if you have already got like secondary weapons done, honestly, don't bother with these. But I would for sure absolutely do primary gunfighter 3 on here, because level 32 is pretty high away. And going from 1 to 32 without making any progress on that challenge for the 50 kills is honestly brutal. So make sure you do that, because the next one is unlocked at level 23. So you have to wait, like another 9 levels away from when you get the second wild card until you get this one. So if you can, start working on your challenges at level 23 as opposed to level 32, then you're going to be in a much, much better place. So other than that, when you get to these low levels, I would not ever spend anything below 25 or, I guess even like 30. I would never spend a permanent unlock token on any of those, just because, like I said earlier, the way Black Ops 4 works with its XP system and stuff is you basically breeze through level 1 through 30 really quickly, but then 30 through 55 is honestly quite the grind. So basically, unlock stuff that's going to be part of this grind, unlock some of the stuff that you're only going to have for a short while before you end up prestiging again. And yeah, there you guys go. Hope this video has helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.